All right, so how's that glitch exhibition going?
We just completed. I'm just going to read a bunch of donations off. We got Asani, $5. Come on, guys. A little more. Everyone, we can do it. We got Los, I'm going to butcher this. Los Viken, $19. 100 more, please. Remy with $20. ZFG, or ZFG, Win is Prime. Canadian or something. We got Buragarde with 100. Beauregarde? Oh, well, that makes sense. $119. We got Dietz with $20. KH Roxas with $50. The Legend of Grows with $30. Do your part, chat. Anonymous with $20. Adeku0064 with $50. Thanks to all involved. Glitch exhibition, please. Love you, ZFG. Not the Blob with $10. Let's make this glitch exhibition happen. It has happened, and we are ready to go.
All right. So I got a Switch version for this glitch exhibition. I was playing on the GameCube version for that run. This glitch exhibition is going to be on the Virtual Console version, just for making everything easier to do. So if that run alone wasn't enough glitches for you, there's plenty more. Ocarina of Time is a completely broken game with so many glitches.
Most of the things you saw on the run were fairly tame compared to what we're about to see.
Yeah. So this first glitch I'm going to do here is a very new glitch. It was only found about 2 weeks ago. So a lot of people probably haven't seen it before. Very new. So I'm going to grab a Skullflow token while holding a bomb chew. And so when you grab a Skullflow token, Link freezes. Link freezes his animations, but other things still kind of keep happening. So I'm going to... so the bomb chew is going to explode in his hand, and there's something else that needs to be loaded in that slot where the bomb chew went. And so this fish just loaded, and now I'm holding a fish. And while holding it, you just get like kind of moved around in weird directions. And you can throw this fish, and it just goes flying off into space, going back to its own planet. Alright, so this next glitch is also a somewhat recent discovery, a few months old at this point, but also not too well known. Gotta go out to the courtyard in Forest Temple. So over here there's this well with a bunch of vines on it. And as a note for a future glitch, there's this chest at the bottom of the well here. Pay attention to that for later. So I want to swim on these vines while wearing iron boots. So when you're wearing iron boots, Link kind of has these weird different properties underwater. And by climbing out with vines, it doesn't really get rid of these properties. So now you have this floaty Link glitch. And so you can do some cool stuff like, oh my god, that was not a mega flip. Let me try again. Alright, so you get these super duper mega flips. So I'm going to try one from up here, from a really high height, and see what happens. You guys think I can make that? Oh my god. Alright, well, I was supposed to make a flip back to the door, but okay. So this glitch gets canceled by either going back in water or pausing, and obviously pausing, taking out the iron boots. Alright, so now for the next glitch, I'm going to interrupt opening this door by quick spinning and using Din's Fire, which allows you to do certain actions during Din's Fire, like pause. I'm going to try to open the door here, also during Din's Fire. So it's going to interrupt the door opening. So now this room is loaded, as well as the main room of the Force Temple, and it has some interesting side effects. So that chest I mentioned earlier, when I fall in the water here, it's gonna start flying off. Just starts flying off into space, up really fast. And so I'm gonna jump off. Fall down really far. Up in a completely different room, way, way far off. Alright, so for this next glitch, this is the spinning room in Force Temple, the spinning hallway thing. So this, there's this weird thing in this room, out of bounds. So I'm going to clip out of bounds here. Please don't. Ignore that.
Wow.
All right, let's try this again. So I'm in the spinning hallway room in Forest Temple, and I want to clip out of bounds with a ledge clip right on this corner. Okay. I'm going to fall to the room below. And now the room below that has this weird thing where if you try to go into C up, it doesn't properly go into C up. You get this like third-person camera that slowly zooms in. Same for any first-person item. So it's really weird. And one cool thing you can do with it is you can see what Link looks like in a weird shot. And so you see Link's legs are like completely distorted. And something else weird can also happen during a weird shot. I think I might be late. Yeah. Let me try this again. All right, so this this makes Link's face completely messed up, and then if you get caught by a wall master in the center of the room, it loads the room above, and the wall master disappears, and you get stuck like this, and it soft locks. Alright, so for this next glitch, if you look at my B button right now, I have nothing on my B button. I'm swordless. And so one interesting thing about being swordless is that you're able to use items on Epona. So I can like pull out hookshot freely. I can use hookshot and everything, as well as any other item. So one thing that's interesting about using hookshot on Epona is when you actually hookshot something, it just sticks to the... No, stop, Epona. No! Oh my god, I think this is softbox. Oh my god, this is not going as planned.
That's a great soft lock. Just slowly back walking forever on Epona.
Well... Alright, this time I'll make sure Epona stops before I use the hookshot. Alright, so when you use the hookshot, it just kind of sticks to the post. And you can get off Epona while it's there, and you kind of hover up to the same height as the hookshot. And then if you meet the hookshot at the point it connected to, if you get really close, you'll kind of start bobbing up and down. And then if you hit it, you go flying like that. If you get a really fast up and down bob, you can get like ridiculously massive amounts of height. So now I'm going to play the archery game. And so I have, on this file I have a glitched quiver. I have this bomb bag that holds 30 is in my quiver slot. So this is that glitched quiver I mentioned earlier in my run that holds 20 arrows. So holding 20 arrows is pretty low, so I want to increase my quiver. I want to get a bigger quiver. But also during this race, you can, I can play Ocarina and play Song of Storms during this race. When you play Song of Storms during the archery game, it creates this blue fog, which is really interesting. And now I can, since I'm off opponent, I can cheese the game like this. Oh god. Okay. And now the game will end. And so I'm supposed to get my upgraded quiver now, and I didn't get anything. But strangely, my A button says open. So if I press the A button, I start opening an invisible chest behind the Gerudo. And then I pick up a spooky mask. And I can keep opening this chest. So I can like open it from the air here. And it'll just give me another spooky mask. Well, I didn't get another quiver upgrade there, so I guess I'm going to have to try the other place I can get a quiver upgrade in Kakariko. Hopefully that goes better. Alright, so assuming I win this archery game, then I should, this guy should give me another upgraded quiver, right? Alright, so I won. Looks like I didn't get anything here either. But this time my A button says grab. So I can grab this guy and walk around with him, and he has no legs. Put him right in front of the camera for you guys. He's got a beautiful face. Alright, so this next glitch, I'm going to be messing around with my hearts. So a quick explanation of how hearts work. So right now I have 3/4 of a heart, and each heart piece is as an increment of 16 to your hearts. So 1 is 16, 2 is 32, 3 is 33, or 3 is 48, and 4 is 64. And then once you get 64, it gives you a full heart and then wraps back to 0. So I'm going to prevent that wrapping back to 0. So I just did a glitch where I got knocked off a ladder while shielding, and while doing that while swordless, it does this weird glitch where I just talked to the guy who's supposed to give me a heart piece, and the game has the flag activated that says I need to get that heart piece, but it didn't actually give it to me yet. As soon as I load that guy again, as soon as that guy gets back on camera, he's going to give me that heart piece. So what I want to do is get that heart piece as I'm falling out of bounds. Alright, so I got the heart piece, and I'm falling out of bounds. So that's supposed to be my new full heart container, but since I'm falling out of bounds, it didn't actually give me the full heart. So, let's see what my heart piece looks like. Well, that's not good. Alright, so, well, I just got 4 heart pieces and didn't get a full heart, so I feel kind of cheated. So I'm going to go get some more heart pieces, and hopefully that should fix everything right and actually give me a new heart this time. So I'm going to get this heart piece in here. Well, it says I got a new heart container, but it didn't actually give me a full heart container. That's weird. Let's try another heart piece. All right, this heart piece says I got the boss key. Doesn't quite look like a boss key. And still didn't give me a new heart. Well, let's try one more time. Alright, so let's see what happens when I get this heart piece. Apparently I don't have enough rupees. Yeah, I'm about 10 short. And so, I actually can't close this text box. This is a soft lock. And no, like, rupee count doesn't actually do anything with this. And same with the boss key. I didn't actually get a boss key from that. It's just weird text. And so that is the end of the glitch exhibition. Hope you guys enjoyed watching. Hope it was worth it. Alright, so that was it. That was really fun.